All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. It's all praises to the world called God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh by Hashem, meaning in the name of Yahweh Shai be the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say good honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabal in the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lord Will, with another video to edify. And prophecies rolling out, prophecies coming to pass. I got some information, explain some of the freakism that Esau is letting go out and why. And this one's going to be entitled "And He Causeth All," right? And that's what I want to explore with this video. So Lord willing, this be edifying. Let's get into this.
But it has not been an easy journey for Neuralink. Musk had predicted human trials 4 times since 2019, but only applied for FDA. Next, we have big news coming up from the tech world. Elon Musk's Neuralink has received the green light from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for its human trial. This is a big deal because the brain implant company earlier faced many struggles to gain approval. Right now, the company is...
Right? So prophecy's moving along. Let me grab this real quick. All right, it says World Economic Forum says it will accelerate implementation of Globalist Agenda 2030. Right? So things are starting to move forward, man. They're starting to push this stuff. They want to get this whole thing going. Esau doesn't want to wait anymore. Right? He doesn't want to wait anymore. Now, I want to tie this video right to this to let you know, right? Because the mark of the beast, that's the end goal, right? But I wanted to explore the "and He causeth all." Right? So let's get that scripture and then we'll get into it more. This is I'll get in this, man. This is Revelation chapter 13 and 16. And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, the causing all, right? Both small and great, rich and poor. That's the main topic of this, right? Because in people's mind, they think, the rich of this world, they got a choice whether or not they're going to do it. Really, if you expect to have any money, a business in this world, you'll have to apply by the information that's going to be brought out in this next video. Now, peep this.
It's pretty obvious from the clip where that person obviously doesn't want to be.
Now, he's getting into how the company, the North Face, had a whole transformer robots in disguise, more than meets the eyes looking nigga, promote their brand in the middle of the woods. But this nigga had nothing on but fucking makeup, big ass wig, big ass dress, and some fucking high tower fucking heels on in the middle of the woods.
There in nature and wearing big high heels and all that makeup and stuff like that. Today it's actually really, really hot, and that's why I'm walking in the woods as well, because it's a lot cooler. But I did do a video this week explaining about why all of this stuff is happening and why these companies are doing it, why they've pulled their support for religious organizations, which a lot of companies used to do. They used to support religious organizations, whether that was Christian organizations in the US, let's say, or other countries. Maybe in other places they might have supported Islamic organizations, Jewish, Hindu, or Sikh. In fact, let's go this way because it's going to be hard to walk up there whilst holding the camera and stuff. But yeah, they have had to pull all of this support that they used to give because they were losing ESG points, because when they support religious organizations which aren't in line with the new agenda, they actually lose points from their score. So this is why they are supporting, things like Pride Month, not Pride Week or Pride Day. No, it's an entire month for Pride. You don't see an entire month for Christianity or something like that, or, for those of you watching.
You see? So, because these companies want to have a good ESG score, because the ESG score is going to show whether or not, and we can get to, I pulled it up, man. The ESG score is going to sit here and show whether or not they played ball to be able to get loans, right? It says an ESG score is a way to assign a quantitative metric. Right now, you have credit scores. The new credit score is an ESG score or a social credit score for a person. This is a social credit score for a company, an entity. It says such as a numerical score or letter rating to the environmental, social, and governance efforts undertaken by a specific organization. Right? It's not by a specific organization. Right? This is to show whether or not you meet, right, the agreement of your loan. And if you don't, you lose funding. Right? So in a system in which nobody has any control but the upper elite, right? The Bank of Bank, the International Bank of the Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, right? They get to tell you whether or not they want to give you a loan, and you have to show that you played ball. And this is why you see this satanic agenda on the rise, because they're told that you need to support this. Are we pulling funding? You're not going to get that loan you need to grow your business. You're not going to be able to weather this storm. This is what they're doing. But this all goes back to the Revelation, the 13th chapter, where it says, and he causeth all, because, right, these big companies, man, they're going to bow down to it. And that's why when it comes down to it, and it says they cause it all, both small and great, right, the big company has to bow down first. But then in the midst of that, they're going to set up more regulation. Now, in order for you to have a good ESG score, you got to tell all your employees that they have to get chipped. This is the prophecies coming to pass, man. Romans 13 and 11, it says, in that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Right? The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Right? The night is far spent. You don't have any. You really don't have too much time. Right? The times are rolling fast. Things are moving along. Right? Prophecies are coming to pass, man. The prophecy is speaking, man. It's Habakkuk 2 and 3 says right there. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right? When you go into that word, speak, it goes into what? Breathe life into, blow upon, right? To cause to utter, right? It says to breathe out, utter, right? So now the scriptures are literally being excited, breathing, they're living, right? All the mechanisms, all the policies are actually starting to come together to push this devil's mark of the beast system. It's all coming to pass, and it's all prophecy. So if these things are going down on the left hand, imagine what's about to come to pass on the right hand, man. Right? This is prophecy speaking, man. And this video is great, man, because it gives me a little more understanding and a little brothers more understanding why this place is getting so much more satanic. Because these companies aren't going to sit here and support religion anymore. Esau's done with religion. Right? He's down with Satanism. That's why everything that's satanic is getting promoted. Everything that's satanic is getting coverage, airtime. Right? We in that time, man. Lord willing, satisfying. Shalom.